Before Twitch became a billion-dollar platform. Before content creators made millions online. Before influencer was even a career. One woman saw the future. She wasn't backed by Hollywood. She didn't have a massive television network. She didn't even have a big budget. What she had was an idea. An idea so revolutionary that it would change internet entertainment forever. Her name is Felicia Day. To millions, she's an actress. To gamers, she's a legend. To creators, she's a pioneer. But behind the success lies a story of rejection, risk, burnout, and determination that almost ended before it began. How did a homeschooled child become one of the most influential women in geek culture? And how did she build an empire that inspired an entire generation of online creators? This is the incredible story of Felicia Day. Long before Hollywood knew her name, Felicia Day was already extraordinary. Born on June 28, 1979, in Huntsville, Alabama, she was raised in a homeschooling family that emphasized education, creativity, and curiosity. Unlike many children her age, Felicia progressed through school at an astonishing pace. She was reading advanced material while many of her peers were still learning the basics. She also discovered a love for music. An accomplished violinist, she performed competitively and developed the discipline that would later define her career. Her academic success was equally impressive. At just 16 years old, she enrolled at the University of Texas at Austin, where she studied mathematics and music performance. Graduating near the top of her class, she appeared destined for a conventional professional career. But deep inside, another dream was waiting. She wanted to act. Moving to Los Angeles was exciting. But reality hit hard. Like thousands of aspiring actors, Felicia faced endless auditions. Rejections became routine. Months passed with little success. Small television appearances kept hope alive. She appeared in commercials and landed guest roles on several shows. One of her earliest memorable appearances came in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, where fans quickly noticed her charm despite limited screen time. More television roles followed, but none transformed her career overnight. Hollywood wasn't opening the doors she hoped for. Instead of waiting, Felicia decided to build her own. That decision would change everything. During the mid-2000s, massively multiplayer online games were exploding in popularity. Felicia became deeply involved in gaming, especially World of Warcraft. She noticed something unusual. Millions of gamers formed close friendships online, yet mainstream media often misunderstood them. Rather than complain, she wrote a story about them. With almost no budget, she created the Guild. The series followed a group of online gamers navigating both virtual adventures and real-life challenges. At first, finding support was nearly impossible. Television networks weren't interested. Studios didn't understand the concept. Many believed a web series could never succeed. Felicia ignored the critics. She released episodes online. Slowly, fans discovered the show. Then something incredible happened. The audience exploded. The Guild became one of the biggest independent web series of its time, earning millions of views and proving that creators could succeed without traditional television. The Guild wasn't just a hit. It became a cultural movement. Gamers finally saw themselves represented with humor, honesty, and respect. Felicia became one of the most recognizable faces in geek entertainment. She embraced comic conventions, gaming communities, science fiction, fantasy, and cosplay at a time when these interests were becoming mainstream. Instead of hiding her passions, she celebrated them. That authenticity earned lifelong fans. Soon she appeared in beloved series including Supernatural, Eureka, and Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog, expanding her influence far beyond gaming. Every appearance strengthened her connection with audiences who appreciated her genuine love for the communities she represented. Success gave Felicia a new opportunity. She wasn't content with acting alone. She wanted to create. She launched Geek Sundry, a digital entertainment company focused on gaming, tabletop adventures, fantasy, and pop culture. The channel introduced audiences to shows that would become hugely influential, including tabletop role-playing content that helped expand interest in games like Dungeons and Dragons. Geek Sundry proved that online entertainment could compete with traditional television in creativity and community building. It also inspired countless creators to launch their own independent productions. Years later, many of today's biggest creators would follow paths that pioneers like Felicia helped establish. Success often looks effortless from the outside. But behind the scenes, Felicia faced enormous pressure. Running productions, writing scripts, acting, managing a growing business, and constantly creating new ideas took a heavy emotional toll. She later spoke openly about anxiety, burnout, and the challenges of balancing creativity with public expectations. Her honesty resonated with fans. Instead of pretending everything was perfect, she showed that even successful people struggle. That vulnerability made her influence even stronger. Today, streaming dominates entertainment. Independent creators build global audiences from their homes. Gaming has become one of the largest entertainment industries in the world. Web series have become mainstream. But years before any of this became normal, Felicia Day was already proving it could be done. She helped redefine what success looked like. She showed creators they didn't need permission to tell their stories. If Hollywood said no, build your own audience. If studios ignored your ideas, create them yourself. That philosophy changed lives. Felicia Day's legacy isn't measured only by the shows she appeared in. It's measured by the creators she inspired, by the communities she helped build, by the barriers she broke. She transformed from an unknown actress facing rejection into one of the internet's most influential creative pioneers. Her story reminds us that sometimes the biggest opportunities aren't waiting behind someone else's door. Sometimes you have to build the door yourself. And when you do, you might change the future. If you enjoyed this documentary, leave a like. Subscribe for more incredible stories about actors, creators, innovators, and the people who changed entertainment forever. And tell us in the comments, what is your favorite Felicia Day role, The Guild, Supernatural, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, or another project? Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.